Hello Arsenal fans, welcome back to Gooner News London, your go-to source for all things Arsenal. A huge thank you for your continued support and for always tuning in. Today, I've gathered the top Arsenal news you won't want to miss. Today, we're talking about La Liga star Nico Williams and whether he could be Arsenal's next big signing. Arteta still doesn't think we need another attacker, but do we really? I'll explain why that's so important. Let's get into it. It's clear that Arteta has absolute faith in his current squad, even as the pressure builds. His belief in his players, particularly in Kai Havertz, remains unwavering. When asked about signing a new attacker, Arteta responded with a direct and firm no. He stated, "I cannot love our players more. I focus very much on the ones that we have to perform at the highest level." Arteta's message was simple. He believes in his squad, and that belief isn't going to change overnight. But that stance raises the question, how long can he stay loyal to a group that's struggling to deliver in key moments? One of the biggest concerns for Arsenal right now is the underperformance of key players, especially Kai Havertz. The German forward has found himself at the center of criticism following his disappointing performance against Manchester United. Havertz missed several clear chances to score, and when the game came down to penalties, he failed to convert in the decisive shootout. This only added fuel to the fire of fans' frustration, who are growing increasingly vocal about the need for fresh attacking options. It's clear that, despite Arteta's faith, Havertz's struggles have left a mark on the team's confidence. As the losses pile up, so too does the frustration among the Arsenal fanbase. The defeat to United has ignited a chorus of calls for Arteta to strengthen his attack in the current transfer window. Fans are restless, feeling that the squad's attacking depth just isn't enough to compete at the highest level. Arteta's refusal to act in the transfer market has only fueled these demands, with many wondering if sticking with the same players will be enough. While Arteta's loyalty to his squad is admirable, the reality is that Arsenal's attacking options are starting to look thin, and it's becoming harder to ignore. While Arteta's confidence in his current players is undeniable, the question remains, can they deliver what's needed for Arsenal to be successful this season? As the team faces tougher challenges, the lack of depth in attack could be a serious issue. Arteta's loyalty is admirable, but his reluctance to bring in fresh talent might hurt the team's chances of achieving their ambitions. The reality of competing with the best in the league is that sometimes you need more than what you've got. Arsenal's rivals are strengthening their squads, and if Arteta doesn't act soon, the Gunners could find themselves falling behind. The pressure is mounting on Arteta, and it's hard to ignore the stakes of this season. Arsenal fans are expecting progress, and after the improvements seen last season, the expectations are higher than ever. If Arteta fails to secure a trophy this season, questions about his future could start to surface. His trust in the current squad will be tested, and the upcoming matches will be crucial in determining whether his loyalty pays off or whether it ultimately holds Arsenal back. In the end, Mikel Arteta's approach is clear. He's sticking with the players he believes in, even in the face of growing pressure from fans and critics. It's a gamble, and the results will likely dictate the direction Arsenal takes moving forward. As we wait to see if Arteta's faith in his squad will prove justified, one thing is certain. The Gunners' next few games will be critical, not just for the team's success, but for Arteta's future as well. Arteta has stated that he believes in his players and is not currently considering signing a striker. However, many fans and analysts argue that Arsenal genuinely needs a new forward who can change games and add a new dynamic to their attack. A player like Nico Williams would be an excellent fit for the team. Nico Williams, he's already a regular for both his club, Athletic Club, and his national team, showcasing a level of maturity and consistency that belies his age. But what is it about Williams that has caught the attention of Arsenal and other top clubs around Europe? For starters, it's his incredible versatility. While he primarily plays as a winger, he has the ability to operate on either flank, which adds a lot of tactical flexibility for a manager like Arteta, who loves to rotate and adapt his tactics based on opponent. Williams is not just about technical ability, though. He has blistering pace, an attribute that can terrorize any defender, and he's always a constant threat in one-on-one situations. His dribbling skills are sharp, his close ball control is precise, and his ability to beat defenders in tight spaces is something Arsenal would absolutely benefit from. But it's not just about his attacking contributions. Williams also has a great work ethic, tracking back and putting in the defensive shifts when needed, which is something that Arteta demands from all his players. Then, of course, there's his international pedigree. Williams played a key role in Spain's Euro 2020 campaign, where he was one of the standout players in knockout stages. His performances for Spain showed that he's not just a talented youngster, but a player capable of stepping up on the biggest stage. He's fast, direct, and plays with a level of maturity that would serve him well in the Premier League. All these qualities combined explain why Arsenal has been so persistent in their pursuit of him. But while his profile is an ideal fit for Arsenal, there's one issue we need to address: his current club, Athletic Club, and what that means for the transfer pursuit. Now, let's get into the details of Nico Williams' current situation. The Spanish winger has a €60 million release clause in his contract with Athletic Club, a figure that has made many clubs, including Arsenal, sit up and take notice. This release clause is the key to the entire transfer saga because it's not just a number. It's a buyout clause that allows any interested club to trigger it and secure Williams' signature, provided the player is willing to leave. Given Arsenal's attacking needs, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to make a move this January. Reports started circulating that Arsenal, along with several other top European clubs, was preparing to activate that clause and bring Williams to the Premier League. After all, €60 million for a young, talented player with his potential is seen as a reasonable price by many. So, the stage was set for a potential January deal. But as is often the case with transfers, things are never as straightforward as they seem. According to the latest reports, including those from Relevo, Williams has made it very clear that he has no intention of leaving Athletic Club during the current season. While clubs like Arsenal have been preparing to trigger his release clause, the player himself is determined to stay put until the summer. His focus is fully on finishing the season strong with Athletic Club, and he's not interested in moving mid-season, especially with his team still competing in La Liga and the Copa del Rey. This represents a significant setback for Arsenal. The Gunners had hoped to secure him in the January window to add immediate depth and quality to their squad, but Williams has put any such plans on hold for now. So, what does this mean for Arsenal's short-term and long-term plans? While the chance to bring Williams in this winter is off the table, it doesn't mean that Arsenal's pursuit of him is over. The club will now need to look elsewhere for attacking reinforcements, but Nico Williams is a name that will undoubtedly remain on their radar as they prepare for the summer window. With Nico Williams seemingly off the table for January, Arsenal will now need to quickly adapt and shift their focus to other potential targets for the remainder of the transfer window. This isn't the first time Arsenal has had to adjust their transfer strategy in response to a target's reluctance to move mid-season, and it certainly won't be the last. In fact, this situation is a perfect reminder of how quickly things can change in football. There's still plenty of wingers on Arsenal's radar. Moussa Diaby of Bayer Leverkusen has been one name that's consistently popped up in the rumors, and it's not hard to see why. Diaby has been in sensational form this season, providing goals and assists with ease. His direct style of play and ability to beat defenders with pace would make him an exciting addition to Arsenal's front line. Then there's Leandro Trossard, another name that has been linked with a move to the Emirates. The Brighton star has been in superb form this season and could provide that much-needed depth on the wings. With his Premier League experience, Trossard could slot right in and make an immediate impact. While Arsenal will likely need to adjust their expectations for this window, they can still move quickly to secure a quality winger who can help them in the second half of the season. And even though Williams won't be arriving this January, his name will likely be back in the conversation when the summer transfer window opens. So now that Nico Williams is off the table for January, the question must be asked: who should Arsenal prioritize as a winger in this transfer window? It's clear that Arteta needs someone who can add depth and provide competition for players like Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli, both of whom have been crucial to the team's attacking play this season. Moussa Diaby is a strong contender. The French winger has been a revelation in the Bundesliga, and his consistency in front of goal has put him on the radar of many top clubs. His pace, dribbling ability, and end product make him a perfect fit for Arsenal's counter-attacking style of play. Another option is Leandro Trossard. His ability to play across the front line and his sharp technical skills would make him a versatile addition to Arteta's squad. Trossard's experience in the Premier League would also make him a seamless fit, and he could offer immediate impact. But maybe Arsenal needs to think even further outside the box. Could there be an under-the-radar player that's being overlooked? Someone who can come in and provide that spark in the final third, whether it's through dribbling, creativity, or simply being in the right place at the right time. Whatever direction Arsenal takes, one thing is for sure. They need someone who can make a difference on the wings and help push the team toward its goals this season. So, while it's clear that Nico Williams won't be joining Arsenal this January, the search for a winger continues. The Gunners will need to act fast and consider all options to strengthen their squad for the rest of the season. But we want to hear from you. Who should Arsenal prioritize in this transfer window? Do you think Moussa Diaby or Leandro Trossard would be the right fit? Or is there another player that you've got your eye on? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your opinions and see what direction you think Arsenal should go in. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to like and subscribe for all the latest updates on Arsenal's transfer news and more. Until next time, Gooners.